McLaren and Ferrari are both still in the hunt for the constructors' title heading into the final race of the season. Lando Norris's 10-second stop-and-go penalty in Qatar has blown the title race wide open, and Ferrari now have a real chance of becoming champions for the first time in a long time. What's on the line then this Sunday, and how can McLaren and Ferrari still win the Constructors' Championship? In this GPFans Special, we'll lay it all out for you, so let's dig in. But before we do, please remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content. Thank you. Heading into the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Red Bull Racing are mathematically out of title contention. They are now 59 points behind McLaren despite Max Verstappen winning the Qatar Grand Prix, and with 44 points available this weekend, their title defense is now officially over. Ferrari do have a real chance of catching McLaren. The difference is just 21 points between the two most successful teams in F1 history, but McLaren still have a comfortable margin. Both teams will be desperate to win a title. McLaren have not won a constructors' title since 1998, when David Coulthard and Mika Häkkinen won it in completely different team colors to the ones they have today. The team's last overall title was Lewis Hamilton's first Drivers' Championship in 2008. That same year is also when Ferrari last won a title, when Felipe Massa and Kimi Räikkönen took home the constructors to Maranello. It's not just bragging rights and a nice trophy McLaren and Ferrari are fighting for. In 2023, Red Bull won a whopping $140 million for winning the constructors' title, with Mercedes earning $131 million as the runner-up, and Ferrari $122 million in third place. There are consequences for winning, however. Since 2021, a balance of performance or BOP system has been applied in F1 in a bid to bunch up the field. One of the ways to do this is the budget cap, and another is the time you are allowed in the wind tunnels, plus the so-called computational fluid dynamics, a virtual wind tunnel of sorts. Whoever won the Constructors' Championship is only allowed 70% of the maximum time in the wind tunnels, the runner-up of the championship 75%, and it keeps on going up by 5% increments from there. The team who finished last, which will most likely be Sauber this year, gets 115% time in the wind tunnel the following season. McLaren's objective in Abu Dhabi is pretty straightforward. Make sure Ferrari don't gain over 20 points. Should Ferrari gain exactly 21 points at the Yas Marina circuit, it would be a draw. The first tiebreaker would then be whoever has the most wins, and in both teams' cases, right now, that is the same number, 5. The second tiebreaker would be the number of podium finishes, which is also dead even at 20 apiece. The result in Abu Dhabi, with potential wins or podiums for both teams, will be the determining factor. After the Qatar Grand Prix, where Charles Leclerc finished second and Carlos Sainz in P6 despite suffering a puncture, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur said he still believed they could win the title. He argued there have been multiple races this season where Ferrari have outscored by McLaren by over 21 points, and that the trick could be repeated. On the other side, Andrea Stella was mainly gutted by the points dropped, with Lando Norris dropping from second to P10 after serving that 10-second stop-and-go penalty. Still, Stella believes McLaren should wrap it up in Abu Dhabi. So, McLaren and Ferrari will give it absolutely everything at the Yas Marina circuit to end their 16-year title drought, and we are set for a grandstand finale to an amazing 2024 season. Who do you think will win the Constructors' title? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll be back with another video on Thursday. I hope to see you then.